chance is not the same for all. Or rather, in the Latin saying under the card drawing, fortune is not the same for all. Fortune is a goddess, Fortuna. And luck is, what is luck? Is it the summum of all the decisions you have made prior to this one? Or is it pure happenstance, minute, tiny circumstances over which you have no control that happen to produce the outcome that it produces? Those minute details, so easy to overlook. Can you exert an influence over that? To an extent. But you will never be able to see all of those small little things that may exert their own influence over a situation. To be able to do that would be godlike. And even the gods have flaws and are fallible. Luck is something that you're born with, to an extent. When you are born into money, you are more lucky than the person that is born without anything. You are more lucky because some things will be made easier for you. Like everything to do with materialism will be easier for you if you're born into wealth. You won't have to struggle to feed, to house, to clothe yourself. But as you can see in the movie, money, power, influence did not help any of the three contenders. It was Corso, a rather unscrupulous, albeit not wealthy man of very simple background. In both the drawings, both the AT and the LCF drawing, there are two things that are important: the maze and the dice. The dice obviously being a depiction of chance or fortune, the game of chance, gambling. You gamble to a certain degree by going into the maze. You gamble whether you will be able to make it back out again. The maze is a direct reference to the labyrinth of Minos, King Minos of Crete, who had a labyrinth under his palace that had the Minotaur in it. That Minotaur, was half man, half human. It is the beast in man. It is the beast in man that exists in all of us here. And all of us can be driven to a beastly nature or not. A lot of our choices that we make in life are gambles on what we make of ourselves. Since we have no foresight, we, in order to assure that we reach the state of man, the state of Homo universalis, we may need some help. And that is why the only person who was able to travel the labyrinth and get back out of it had help. He had help because the daughter of the king of Crete, Ariadne, gave Theseus a ball of red thread that he used to tie to the entrance of the labyrinth and follow that back out, because the labyrinth was made in such a way that nobody could find their way out. It was a punishment to be sent there. And Theseus managed because he had help. Corso in the movie had help. Now maybe Farkas, Kessler and Balkan also had this woman's help at some point. This woman, this being. Maybe she did offer them help and they, for whatever reason, declined it. That is never specified in the movie, but we can assume that that might have happened. Maybe because they thought they didn't need help. Maybe because they thought they could do it on their own. Who knows? We are free to draw our own conclusions. The dice, funnily enough, well, it's not funny, it's just funny within the context. There are 3 drawings. One is the right one, 2 are false. Or they will lead you on a wild goose trail. And that's why the entrance of the maze is sealed off. There is no way out. It's the wrong way. You will not get out. There is, in a labyrinth, only one way to get out, the right way. Anything else will just lead you into circles, dead ends, traps, pitfalls. The dice, they have the numbers 1, 2, 3 on them. No matter which drawing, they all have the same numbers on them, which is striking because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is the number 9. 9 drawings. You need 9 drawings, 9 gates to cross through in order to reach the end, to get out of the labyrinth of the mind. 9 is also the number of Odin. You may also draw your own conclusions from that. I sure did. This is a rather straightforward drawing. I don't think there is much more to say about it. Chance can be influenced to a certain extent, but you will never be able to know every small detail, every microscopic thing that may exert its own influence on your chance, on your luck. To be able to do that would be a godlike power in itself. And if you could do it, then there would be no need for you to go through this journey. Is, like I said, luck the summum of every decision you have made up to this point? Maybe, maybe not. In order to navigate the odds of chance, of luck, of fortune, you may need help. And I think that the most important thing is that you accept the right help when it is offered. Just like Theseus accepted the help of Ariadne when it was offered. He could have chosen soldiers to come with him. He was a prince after all. He could have chosen a soothsayer to come with him, but he didn't. He chose a ball of red thread from the only person that figured out how to navigate the labyrinth successfully. Was it luck, or was it wisdom? We can philosophize about that, I think, for a long time, and draw some very interesting conclusions from that, I'm sure. Now, about the red thread, this is pure conjecture on my part, but both Ariadne and Theseus were the daughter and son of kings. Theseus was the prince of Athens, And Ariadne was the princess of Crete. Does the red thread in that sense stand for a bloodline? Possible. Because Theseus did want to marry Ariadne. A marriage leading to the procreation of mankind leads to children. A perpetuity of blood, family blood. Now, does that mean that you need to have the right kind of blood to navigate the maze successfully? I don't think so. But I do think that in order that after you navigate the maze successfully, you have something to say. All right. I lost my own thread now. After you have navigated the maze successfully, you're more alive and you're more conscious of yourself. And that will affect your luck in the future. So maybe it is a suggestion. Maybe. The sort of suggestion that says, if you navigate the maze successfully, you have conquered the beast in man, and therefore have become one step closer to being godlike. That is something that you may pass on to your children. So, in turn, affecting their luck, their ancestral karma. But like I said, this is only just my own thoughts on it. If I have anything more to say about this drawing, I will just leave it in the comments as I did with the last video. Thank you for listening.